What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Mobile Legends Bang Bang video, and today we will be taking a look at Mobile Legends' newest hero, Luo Yi. And yeah, I will be showing you, I already showed you my build right now. I will be explaining everything as the game goes on and her abilities. She is a mage, a pretty standard mage, which has some nice little gimmick passive, which is pretty cool to use. You can play her as a supportive mage, which might be better. But here we are just going to be playing her as a carry mage and try to do as much damage as we can. You can see we're already getting attacked by the Valir, but we are able to survive with the shields that she can get, which are really important. And see, we are able to survive in the end with that last little shield. It is very important. It has to do with her passive. Her passive puts marks on the enemies. Your abilities put marks on the enemies, excuse me. And whichever color your ability is right now, that color the mark will be, so either yin or yang. And whenever both abilities of course interact with the marks, whenever there's a mark on the enemy. So first of all, I will explain the marks. If you put a purple mark on the enemy, and on another enemy you put a yellow mark, and they walk into each other, like you can see here soon when I cast this. You can see he has a little circle. If another enemy with the opposite mark walks into that circle, they will both explode, take damage, and get stunned. Okay, so it's really important to put as many different marks onto different enemies as possible, so you can do a ton of AoE damage. Now, how do you put the marks on the enemies? With your abilities, of course. And if you noticed, whenever I use an ability, it turns into the other color. Okay, now both my abilities are purple. Now I use my S1. Now the next S1 is a yellow S1. Okay, so that is really important. Now the abilities themselves, the first ability has 4 charges. It is just a skill shot. It does damage and it slows a little bit, and it basically extends the range. When you hit someone, it extends into a cone. If you don't hit anyone, it doesn't create a cone, but it has a ton of AoE range. If you abuse the cone, like I did right there on that Franco, I first shot the little crab because I was out of range, but the extended range hits him, and then we can pull him into the center of our second ability. And yeah, so the second ability is exactly as I said. It is a huge AoE. It slows enemies that are in it and does continuous damage. It doesn't do too much damage, but as you saw there again, if you have other type mark on the enemy and then use your second ability, then it will trigger a pull in, and it will pull everyone in and stun them. Okay, and this is really broken, guys. Okay, this is one of the best CCs you can have in any MOBA, is pulling people into a center of something. Because if you can do that, you can create combos for your teammates, right? So it is incredibly insane. And yeah, it is definitely something you want to do. This is your bread and butter combo. That is why you always want to have 2 different colors, okay? It doesn't matter if you have the S1 purple or yellow. You just want to have your S2 the other color, okay, guys? And the way you do that is whenever you want to clear a wave, you shouldn't really use S2 because it has a very long cooldown. It doesn't do too much damage. We max the S1 because it does much more damage. And whenever you clear a wave, you want to use 2 of your S1s, okay? So that way you can always cycle back to the original color. And then let's say you are sitting on a purple S2. Now I want to be on that yellow S1, right? Because now I can just do this and I can pull him in, and you can see the damage is absolutely insane. We finish him off with a couple auto attacks and the flame shot, and easy solo kill, right? It is absolutely crazy what this combo can do. And don't just place the S2 onto the enemy. You want to place it in a way that they get sucked in, right? So you want to place it like towards yourself so you can suck them in, or away from you if you want to push them away, stuff like that, right? Very important. And you can see the ultimate, which I haven't explained yet, is just a teleport. Your whole team can teleport. You create a little ring on the destination and on the start where you are at, right? And then after 3 seconds, everyone on your team who is inside that ring will be teleported to the destination. And of course is, again, really strong, because you can set up a lot of roams, which didn't work too well this game because I was playing solo queue. So your team isn't gonna... yeah, maybe the hero just got released today, so they maybe don't know. But as here again, I placed the S2 a little bit, you know, towards my team, so we can easily finish him up. If I didn't do that, he would just walk away. He would get stunned, but he wouldn't be as close to my team. And yeah, this is pretty much the most important thing you want to do, is just work around that S1 and S2. The ultimate is really, really strong, of course. For higher ranks, it's very broken. But for lower ranks, people aren't really going to abuse that, the teleport. But the S1 and S2 already make this hero so strong. You will see the amount of damage we can deal as well is absolutely crazy. I'm a huge fan of this hero. Definitely think she's really strong. The only issue is she doesn't have a lot of farming potential. She can't clear jungle fast. She can't push waves too fast because you can't apply your passive stacks onto minions or jungle creeps. You can only apply them on enemies. So it will do a ton of damage to enemies, but as you can see, I struggle clearing the waves. That's why I think her best playstyle might be a Valier playstyle where she's a mage support, you know. That might be the best to do. And here, now we have an interesting situation. Because I could place, but I decide my X-Borg won't die. But let's just check out the team fight first, and then I'll explain. I'll maybe even go back. And here you can just see, we just absolutely AoE them down. I try to always do 2 different stacks on, like 2 different types of abilities, so I can pull them in, and it just creates so much AoE damage. But let's just go back a little bit here, because this is a very interesting situation. You can see my X-Borg just revived here, or he just dies. So what I could do is I could walk over here, place my ult somewhere over here on the map, right? So he can easily escape. But I was like, nah, he will escape anyway. They don't have enough damage. I will just go and kill them. But you can use your ult in very creative ways. You can place it and then he gets revived and gets teleported out of the team fight, right? So you can see, man, it's a very, very strong hero if you can play it well. And the most important tip for you guys though is just to realize you just want to keep your S2 and S1 in different colors at all times, because that's what you want to do. When your S2 is down, the way to teamfight is you want to try to hit, if you hit an enemy with your first ability and they have a yellow mark, then the next one is going to be purple, right? If you hit them with that purple mark, it's not going to trigger your yin and yang. It's just going to overwrite the yellow mark on them into a purple one. So what you actually want to do is you want to wiggle it around the enemies. That was a pretty good team fight here. We just teleport behind her and she can't really do much. And here we snipe her with the flame shot and she just barely dies to our burning wand, I think it's called. That's a really good item. So yeah, I think it's called burning wand. And we have the Ice Queen wand as well, because these two are just really good on her, because her S2 has so much range, her S1 has so much AoE as well. It's very simple to just slow people down, to just apply these the burn of the burning wand onto them. So it is just a really clean build. Now the next item I go for is some magic penetration, and then we pretty much just finish with some full AP, with lightning truncheon as well, because it's, you pull people together and then you have that explosion AoE magic damage. It's just really, really strong. And yeah, you can see I do so much damage, guys. I don't know, man, it feels OP. I don't really play this game too much, you know, guys. So I'm not really the best at judging what's OP and stuff, but from playing her a couple games, I think I lost my first game and then I only won. I have like, this was my 7th game, I think. And yeah, we pretty much only win, man. He's a really strong hero, guys. And yeah, also the flame shot, I think that's a mistake. I would go, I just took flame shot because Valier takes it, and it's a very similar character, because you just poke and you just create, you slow people down, you CC them, and your team finishes them off. And but with this hero, I don't know what she was doing here. She was kind of triggered or something, but I was trying to stay with her little green thing so I get healed. But yeah, I think the best on her is Purified. If you guys play AoB and you noticed, this is very similar to Ignis, okay? And he goes Purify for a good reason, or Flicker. But of course Flame Shot is really strong right now, so it's definitely not a bad choice. But Purify might be better, because whenever you Purify, you can then keep spamming your S1, run away with the move speed boost, and also get the shield, so you will be pretty tanky as well then. And here again, we just follow up here, and she can't do anything, and I just shoot the Flame Shot to slow her down for him, and it is very simple, guys, okay? And yeah, also something interesting. I was using the magic emblem, but I think the support emblem is the best on her. Betoski did a very nice video on that. I don't have the support item, unfortunately, the support emblem, excuse me. I mean, I don't have it leveled up enough to make it worthwhile. But he made a very nice video where he explains why it is better in most cases. And I think definitely this is one of those heroes. And I think with that magic, with that mana region of the support item, you don't even have to go mana boots anymore. So maybe you can go cooldown boots, which make this even better. Which I will include in the build, but I'm using mana boots here. And the enemies concede. I hope I explained everything well. As I said, the most important thing for this hero is to just have alternating purple and yellow abilities, because you want to use both abilities in two different types. It doesn't matter which type which one is, just two different ones, so you can pull everyone together. And yeah, it just, I don't know, man, it seems really, really strong. We did a ton of damage here, as you guys can see, we didn't even do that much late game, honestly. Late game, the Granger was just killing everyone, but we still managed to keep the 27%. Similar to him, I even did 82 damage more than him, so beautiful. Anyway guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Keep that in mind, and I'm just gonna give you one more tip. I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but what you want to do is in team fights, if your second ability is down, right? You want to shoot the first ability and try to wiggle it around the enemies. So you hit someone else with the second first ability, right? Because then they have different marks on them, and then now they have to really be careful, because if they step too close to each other, which happens often in a team fight, then they will both get stunned and take a ton of damage, right? So you definitely don't just want to keep spamming your S1 carelessly. You want to use it smart, and if you do, it is a really strong hero. I really recommend her. She is available for free today if you log in. And yeah, super cool hero. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope this helped. And I will see you guys the next time. Peace out, boys. Bye-bye.